Good morning, guys. Well, it's Friday, Washington's birthday. No, today's Lincoln's, Monday's Washington's birthday. You guys are off. Still have to work because I'm going to show you today how to do your color wheel. Now, there's going to be three videos. First video is how to draw your value strips. We're drawing the color wheel and the value strips. Second video, for art one, you're going to be coloring. You're going to learn how to blend colors through the colorist method because you're using color pencils. If you're in period R2, I'm sorry, you're not period. You're R2, you're advanced. You're doing watercolors. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to paint. Okay, so um, I'm going to see if I got my little camera fixed. So we're going to do some close-ups too. So first of all, what you're going to need is probably a ruler with 3 holes. If you don't have one, that's okay. And since you don't have a printer and you cannot print the worksheet, we're going to draw the worksheet. We're going to make our worksheet. So I'm going to share my camera right now. So I'm going to put this down here like this so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, good. So I'm going to grab a sheet of paper right now. And if you have a ruler with, and pencil sharpener, you're going to need a pencil sharpener. So let's do this. So right now, and I should have grabbed a little tape. And there's a good reason why I'm going to do this. It's to hold my paper. I only have 2 hands. And I will have to use, don't press too hard, just a little bit so it won't move. And also so it won't stick to the paper. There we go. And let me move the tape thing out of the way. I'm going to get more light in the classroom. Here we go. So, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to figure out the center. So, I have these 2 holes here. So, I'm going to do it with an eraser first. So, if I pick this as my dot, let me find something. My dad's old pen from the Biltmore. And I want to get a radius. I'm going to see if the radius does work here. Okay. That does work very nicely, I have to admit. And oops, comes out a little bit, so I'm going to have to squeeze it in. So I think this just might work. I took a risk. I should have waited. There we go. So I got my pizza pie. Here's its center. Now that I got its center, I'm going to try. So I got this out here. So now what I'm going to try to do is using the same center, I'm going to find it here. I'm going to draw its center. Got to move some of this. I have a very small table. So it's telling me it's not working, Mr. Ann. I'm bumping into things. And we can erase this, don't worry. That's what's I know what's gonna happen. So when that just happens to you, that's okay. We got an eraser. We don't need it. Okay. Whoops. Got my ice water there. Let's erase this. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is 2 things. I need an inner circle and an outer circle. So I'm gonna try to measure this. Now this will look good. Let me get rid of this excess tape right here. That will look really good. So I'm gonna draw my outer. Great. So it's not perfect. It's getting there. You guys can see that. Okay, so I got this one. I want a smaller one. So I'm gonna try. Maybe if I go very gently. I know what. There we go. And it kind of works. So I'm gonna sketch this right now. It's a little bit off. I just noticed that. Maybe not too much, but that will work. The problem I'm having with, I could not, for the 6 of me. If I go this way, it still go to that outer surface. If I go in here, that won't work. So I need to find something, another radius on purpose. So I'm gonna have to sketch it. So if you guys can see this, I'm gonna do the pizza crust. So think of it like a pizza pie. So very gently make sure you measure. I'm gonna measure this, make sure it is about 1 millimeter in my crust. Okay, there we go. Move this out of the way. So I am sketching freehand, so I'm going to be being very careful. Make sure there's a millimeter on each side. There's one here, so we do have to measure it. I think a millimeter would be perfect. There we go. So I'm going to grab this. You guys can see that. So very gently. Whoops, don't like what I did here. This curve. Let me put this back in its place. So let me go here. There we go. I'm going to save this too on your portfolio. You guys see that? Okay, so now that I got this, I want to put another one in the center. I might just go do it by freehand. So this one's going to be 2 millimeters. I'm going to measure this 2 millimeters here. I'm not happy with this, so I'm going to kind of freehand it. There we go. I can erase that. So I'm going to go 2 millimeters here. That's going to help me. Okay. It's going to have an organic look to it. Okay. Maybe another one here. 1, 2. Okay. So I'm measuring it, making sure it's 2 millimeters. See that, guys? 2 of these guys. The first one is 1. The second one is 2. So, okay, 1 and 2. So let's put it in right. So there's 2, 3. So it's going to go into 4. And another one here. So it's going to keep me, I'm going to follow, 1, 2. So let's do this. See if it, hopefully this will help me out. Very gently do my arch line. Whoops. There we go. I should put another one down here. It's going to help me because I just noticed I think I'm going to vary from the string. And there we go. Another one here. Another one right here. So making sure they're 2 millimeters apart from the other line. So bring this closer to here. 1, 2. So this is for you folks who do not have a protractor at home or a ruler. We can do it freehand, but you got to try to arch it as best as you can. Okay. We don't want poor craftsmanship. Okay. Try your best. But again, you don't want to underachieve. So there we go. I'm going to grab my ruler here. There we go. My line came out way too straight, so I'm going to have to arch it a bit. There we go. See that? It's still, whoa. It's, now I just noticed it right here. I'm going to have to touch this up. So this is not 2 millimeters apart. It's going over. So I'm going to have to come back here. I'm going to come back here. See, that's what happens when you don't put the dots. So I'm gonna have to do this again. Grab my eraser, erase this. Consistency. Try to have as much consistency as possible. If worst comes to worst, just pull out the old ruler and make sure one. There we go. That will work. Use the dots. You know. I might have to put another one here. So grab this, 1, 2, right here. Another one right here, 1, 2. There we go. Okay, so I pretty much got my inner circles. I might just leave this one for complementary. Okay. Okay, so we've done. Now the question is colors. The color wheel. I know we have yellow here, so I'm going to write yellow. Right here. And down here, I'm going to use violet. Do you guys see that? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the camera so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to use the close-up camera. Hopefully that will work. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to normal. So let's switch this right now.